It's Thursday, May 21st, and welcome to The Fix, your hookup with the latest entertainment. Today and every Thursday on The Fix, it's weekend releases, where I tell you about the movies appearing in theaters this weekend. And this weekend, it's all about Terminator Salvation. The year is a post-apocalyptic 2018. Skynet, in 2004, wiped out most of humanity with bombs going off around the world. This is the catastrophe that we were trying to avoid in the first two films. The third film brought it about. John Connor has grown to adulthood, and he's played by Christian Bale. John is in charge of rallying the humans together to save humanity. But the appearance of Marcus Wright, played by Sam Worthington, has changed the course of John's life and the future he expected to encounter, and that his mother had always trained him for. Director Mick G says if the first film is about saving Sarah Connor, and the second is about saving John, this fourth film is about saving Kyle Reese, John's father, who in the first film traveled back in time to conceive John with Sarah so they could save humanity. Time traveling gets all confused. But anyway, I will give no pretense whatsoever that I want to see this film, for a couple of reasons. Now, let me explain. The first being that this franchise ended with the second film. James Cameron told the story he wanted to tell, and it was over. There was no need for the third or this fourth film. I in no way want to see this war between humans and robots. The second film was all about stopping the war and preventing it from happening, which we thought they did when they destroyed Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator at the end of the movie. These two subsequent films have completely taken the meaning out of that sacrifice. The second reason is the director, Mick G. I don't know who thought it would be a good idea to have the guy who did Charlie's Angels direct a Terminator film. Now, he did a great job with We Are Marshall, and he does a great job producing Chuck on TV, but he is not a big summer blockbuster guy, in no way, shape, or form. Now, he went to James Cameron and to ask his blessing for this movie. Cameron told him that he thought he had told his story in the first two films, and he really didn't care what Mick G did. Somehow, Mick G took that as a blessing. I think I would have stayed away from the project. The third reason I'm not going to this film is that it's not the smart summer entertainment that I've come to expect. With things like Iron Man and Dark Knight, and even this year's Star Trek, we've moved on to a smarter summer movie. It doesn't have to be things blowing up all over the place. It can have a heart, it can have a soul, it can tell a story. I'm really afraid Terminator Salvation does none of these things. The reviews for the movie have ranged from awful to average. And head geek Harry Knowles at AintItCool.com absolutely hated this movie. I have never seen him rip a movie so bad in my life. Even Roger Moore from the Orlando Sentinel, who gave it 3 of 5 stars, said it was mostly joyless and didn't have the wit of Transformers. Definitely not high praise. So see it or skip it? It's definitely a skip it for me. And it should be a skip it for you if you at all enjoyed the first two films and don't acknowledge that the third film existed. But if you enjoy explosions, if you enjoy CGI generated robots, this is probably a film for you. Well, that's it for weekend releases this week. You can get daily doses of The Fix at theheraldbulletin.com. You can also follow me on Twitter or become a fan of the show on Facebook. I'm Heather Bremer for the Herald Bulletin, and now you've got your fix.